Hey everyone, it's Libby from Meister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people, the traditional custodians of the land on which these videos are made. Welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Absolute pleasure to have you along. Okay, correction, 411 is the information number apparently in the US, not 911 or whatever it is. We don't actually have an equivalent in Australia. Our emergency services are 000. We don't have a sort of go-to information number or anything that I'm aware of, anyhow. I may be completely wrong. So I do apologise. 1-1 is going somewhere for information. Okay, what do I want to have a look at in this particular reading? Interestingly enough, the Maldives have blocked Israel passport holders from visiting Maldives. It must be a prime tourist spot for Israelis. Quite a number of readers have said that the elite won't kick up a stink until it starts to affect them. And well, this is perhaps a move that might start to affect them. Toss in the fact that their designer handbags are made in China. So all of a sudden they've gone up in price from 125,000 to $500,000 for a handbag. That might make them double think as well. And well, I do struggle with this one, the fact of the women going up in the Bezos rocket. Um, there's a lot of backlash about that, and I do understand the backlash, and I actually kind of feel it myself, in that several of these women are inspirational women. I'm just going to say yes, they are. But boy, oh boy, they did not read the room. They did not read the room before they went off on this venture. Basically, it's wealthy people buying a trip to space, coming back, calling themselves astronauts, which they are not. They are, while their female compatriots are being chased out of the scientists, researchers, doctors being chased out of the country, having their vote removed from them. Yeah, it was just a very not well reading of the room. I'm just going to put that out there. Okay, I'll put myself back in a jar. I do apologise if that offended any of you. That was just my take on it. What I want to have a look at is I actually want to have a look at Judge Xinis today, Judge Paula Xinis, Xinis, in case you're wondering, but the X is pronounced, I believe, with a Z sound. I'm sure I've actually pronounced it wrong, but I'm hoping I'm pretty close. So what's happened is that the Supreme Court, 9-0, basically said that the Felon 45 regime, I'm not even going to call it an administration, I refuse to, has to facilitate, was that the word? I can't remember, the returning of Albrego Garcia. Now, Sheila from Celtic Tarot did a channeling reading on Albrego Garcia. I watched it this morning, and I got real Zelensky vibes from Albrego Garcia. I feel he's still alive. I feel he's actually being protected in prison, that he is first of all, he's going to be a really important key to his case, will be an unlocking case for a number of things going forward, but also he will be a rallying point, which the Felon 45 and the Boulique regime do not want. So this is one reason why they are pushing back so solidly against his being returned. I don't see him returning to the US. He may go to Canada. He may go to Mexico. I don't feel he'll stay in El Salvador until things are settled down, but I'm just going to say, I'm getting very Alexei Navalny vibes from him. So as I split my deck, yeah, there is secrets that certain people do not want revealed, but also this is very much about protection. And I'm starting to think that when I'm talking about the Supreme Court, this might actually be Roberts. As much as I hate to say it, I think this emotionally stable and mature leadership figure. I mean, it could be any of the women on the Supreme Court, but I'm actually feeling it's Roberts. But I want to have a look. So what's happened is the Supreme Court 9-0 said, make it happen. So it's gone back to judge. I mean, it was sort of a bit vague. So what's happened is Plastic Pam's DoJ is playing up the vague with legal drivel. And I drivel and dribble, either, both, or trying to weaselly word out of supplying information. So Judge Xinis has come straight out and said she will accept no tolerance for gamemanship or grandstanding. And she has ordered, so she has come out and said she has not yet held these DoJ officials and ICE officials in contempt of court. Not yet, yet being the word that flew out of the page at me. And she has ordered the officials provide documentation and answer questions under oath behind closed doors. So the DOJ's pushback was that some of this information was not for public consumption. Well, that's fair enough. We'll go behind a closed door and you can give it to me there. So Judge Xinis has very much got Judge Chutkan and also Judge Boasberg vibes about her. She ain't putting up with the BS. Now, I keep getting that they're going to try and pull the wool over the eyes and smoke and mirrors and all the rest of it. It ain't going to cut. So I want to have a look, and I do see this case going back to the Supreme Court. Yeah, Pine, Wheel of Fortune turning, the wheel turning. We've got strength, and we've got planting the swords of justice here. Movement forward, emotionally overwhelming, or simply an emotional cleansing with the all-seeing eye here, or simply a cleansing. We've got a whistleblower in the ranks, and then we've got Roberts and information being brought forward. Right, so I want to have a look. Let's have a look. I have been shuffling, but those were the ones on the bottom when I was just thinking about where I'm going to start with this. Show me Judge Xinis, Paula Xinis. Judge, I love it how it's these women judges, but also, I mean, gee, Boasberg, wow. Show me. Okay, thank you. Show me the information that is going to come forward. Okay, show me. Is this going to be heard behind closed doors? I mean, she really hasn't given them an out. So show me, how's this ordering of this information behind closed doors going to go? Come on down, let's have a look. Again, nearly 10 minutes of waffle. Right, okay. This is the alchemy of balance, but it's also, we've got here the fire and water from cup to cup, trying to find the balance. Okay. She is going to be very patient with them. I'm just going to put it out there. She is going to be patient, but she's going to be no nonsense. Okay, where do we go with this? Right. So I am asking, how's it going to go for Judge Xinis behind closed doors? The challenge is the offer is being presented to basically put up or shut up. I'm going to put it that way. So a lot of cups so far, but what has she got in her cup here? Almost looks like light, exposure, possibly flames. So she's bringing it, and she wants all the information to be presented. no matter how toxic it is, so that she can make a ruling. So the challenge is the offer that she's put out there for them to bring it, basically. Bring what you have. This is like almost the DoJ versus the, I don't even know who bought this court case, to be honest, the other party. Okay? And the challenge is she's put it out there. You need to bring it. The energies that this case is stewing, gosh, there's a lot of cups energy so far. There's 3 cups spilt, the loss. This figure here is putting the emotion behind them. This is not to be ruled on by emotion, and walking towards the illumination of the full moon. Now, the full moon highlights what is being hidden in the dark. So yes, there is loss, but they're putting that behind them, the emotions of it behind them, as they start off on this trek towards revealing what has been hidden. Okay, in the past, we've got the crossroads of information. So she gave them a chance to take the right path, and they chose poorly. I'm just going to put it out there to quote, what's the one where the Templar Knight says he chose poorly? You know, the one, the Indiana Jones. In The Last Crusade. That's the one I'm thinking of. Indiana Jones in The Last Crusade. They chose poorly. They chose to take this path down into the thicket of darkness. So she gave them the opportunity to take the right path, and they chose poorly. Okay, crowning this reading. There is going to be a wealth of information, and it's going to be difficult to make sense of what comes out. So how's this going to go? This could also be the DoJ under the burden of having to bring the information. I think they're going to present it in a disordered, how do I put this? A disorganized, thank you. They're saying disordered, but I'm feeling, I want to say as a skin being, I want to say disorganized, but a disordered manner. It's almost like they're just going to dump it and say, there you go, you sort it out type thing. Okay. Again, another cup. This is about the dealings that go on over a few drinks, Mr. Hegseth. It's just more, be careful what you wish for. Careful what, I'm thinking for Judge Xinis, this is a be careful what you wish for. There might be a cup in there that's been intoxicated by the rat. Gosh, a lot of cups. Again, I feel like there's going to be something in here that doesn't belong. You've got the 8 of Cups and the 9 of Cups. Let's see where this goes. Okay, externally, a ruling being made, action being taken. Internally, defending from a place of light. Strength and courage. So yeah, she's got that in spades. What have we got here? The outcome, the 5 of Cups, loss, disappointment, heartbreak, treason. So again, you've got 3 cups spilt, 3 cups spilt as she's going towards the light. There's just going to be, emotionally, she's going to feel it in regards to what is revealed that is pretty much treasonous. And here we've got my King of Cups again. and big ruling coming down. You've got the start of a new journey where certain people are going to be sacrificed. I don't even know who's involved in this, aside from the DoJ. Been forced to retreat, and we've got being brought to completion. Okay, new journey where certain individuals are going to be hung upside down and forced to legally retreat before this comes to a conclusion. Okay. Again, I think it's going to go up to the Supreme Court and there's going to be a ruling. Roberts may even make a ruling on this by himself. Doesn't he get to choose, or certain judges get to choose what the Supreme Court actually hears, and if they feel take it back and have another go type energy? Not at Judge Xinis. It's about when it goes up to the Supreme Court. I'm using the Gilded Tarot Royale. If you want to know the deck, just rewind the video. Gilded, Gilded Tarot Royale. This is about information or potentially money changing hands that is going to bring about destruction. Okay, how's this going to go for the DoJ? How is this going to go for the DoJ? Now, they've already had one prosecutor, and a swag of prosecutors resigned after this. One prosecutor went in front of, I believe it was in front of Judge Xinis, and said, I am not prepared to lie. I am stepping down from this case. How's it going to go for the DoJ? Oh, World card again. How's it going to go for the DoJ? Some sort of completion coming. Okay, and challenged by, that was the signifier for Judge Xinis. This was an ending card and Judge Xinis. Okay, where's it going to go? Gosh, we've got same cards, different order. So there are secrets that are not yet been revealed that they have the offer to reveal. Put out there. Here you go. Offer it up. Same cards, different order. The DoJ. I think they're going to, again, be careful what you wish for, but I think that, again, a lot of cups. I think they're going to present information, but there's going to be something toxic in there. Okay, crowning this reading. Oh, phew, a slightly different one. Or did I have this in the last lot? Page of Pentacles. They're going to present something that does not fit. I'm going to put it out there. They're going to present something that does not fit, that is toxic. You try and throw this case, get this case thrown out. The immediate future. How's it going to go for the DoJ? They're saddled up, ready for it. Mercenaries. Manipulation. Look over here while that happens over there, making something disappear or rabbit out of the hat externally. Like they've got this magic trick happening internally, offering something, but there's going to be something that does not fit that they are going to offer up in regards to this. I'm getting to try and get the case thrown out. Let's see how it's going to play. The hopes and fears. They fear Judge Xinis. They fear her because she's no nonsense, powerful female that cannot be bought. She does not need to be bought. And she's got her attack peregrine here But she has not yet unleashed, but it's there, ready to go. She fears her. The outcome. I don't think it's going to go well for the DoJ. Betrayal, treason. You've got here a bitter pill to swallow, but it's also the courage and strength looking straight at this, And it's going to be a nightmare situation for the DoJ. Their progress forward is going to be chaotic and curtailed because these two sphinxes here, one gold and one tin, highly precious, are not going to be able to move forward. They can't move. They're solid gold and solid tin. The DoJ hitched their wagon to what they believe to be, and I'm talking about Plastic Pam here, to what's the word? I'm being told unresolved wealth, which is a really way of saying it. It's like that they were promised, but they haven't been given yet. So they hitched their wagon to this. The King of Pentacles, who is my Fleon and my Felon 45 card, hitched their wagon to Felon 45, but they're going to face justice. Again, the retreat. Again, same cards, different order. As they're going to be strung upside down, they will be made an offer to present, legally to present. We've got here surrendering something, surrendering some information, but we've got the legal, the circle of support, the loss and disappointment, the chaos of the information, and then we've got the Five of Swords, the abuse of power and win at any cost betrayal. But there's a ruling that is going to come down that is going to find them cracked. We've got, is this laziness, or is this Russia, or is this stealing of the truth is going to bring about a tower moment, homeland security, secrets being revealed. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Do I keep going? Dark money behind the scenes, hidden agendas coming out, whistleblowers. Again, it's going. Emotionally overwhelming, moral, financial, and ethical corruption. We've got the Supreme Court there, so we've got Justice and the Supreme Court, and we've got fully exposed, and it just keeps going in the same order. Going to have to defend themselves against volatile information that comes out. From the DOJ's point of view, it's all what I got the feeling of when I first read about this morning is that Judge Xinis is giving them the opportunity to come good. And if they don't, boy oh boy, she's giving them the opportunity to come good, to do what is right. And if they don't, it is wrath raining down. Okay, so let's have a look. Show me. Is this case going to go back to the Supreme Court? And I feel it is. My cards, every single time I've read on this, say it is. Is this going to go back up to, I'm going to say Judge Roberts. I don't even know that the whole court is going to hear it. Is this going to go back up to Roberts? Is this going to go back up to Judge Roberts? Is this going to go back up? Is she going to give them Judge Xinis I'm going to give them the opportunity, and if they fail, is it going to go back up to Robert? Show me. Oh, there's a few cards there. Right. The Divine Feminine, exposing. Ten of Pentacles, bringing an end to an era. Those that have their snouts in the trough. There is somebody that's going to break ranks here, that is going to form a new partnership, and it's going to be really emotional, and it's going to be really cleansing. It's also, I've got the 2 weeks up there. Somebody's going to break ranks. She's giving them an opportunity to bring the information forward. She's put the offer out there. She knows they have it. She knows they've had it. She's giving them time to have a think about whether they want to be in contempt of court. So this is the contemplation card. Okay, step back, have a think about it as to whether you want to be in contempt of court. You've also got the phoenixes rising on the curtain here. Okay. All emotion is put aside as she's moving towards this moon. Full moon doesn't mean it's going to happen on a full moon. It's just full moon, full moon. Full moons reveal what is hidden, and the sword of truth is being drawn. And this is about the information. Justice, he's got the scales of justice in one hand. This is about justice. Information about protection and justice. We've got the Fool, and we've got a ruling, and we've got investigation. Shining a light on the snake in the path, about who was involved. There's Second King, my Robert's card, and strength. Lot going to once the floodgates break, there's a lot going to come forward, and it's big information. Potentially about money, potentially about homeland security. There's the King of Pentacles, and he's look at his eyes. He's like, what the F just happened? And when the floodgates break, it's a free-for-all. Oh, okay. So what I'm getting from that is Judge Xinis. She knows. She's giving the DoJ the opportunity to do what is right. She's giving them the opportunity. I think with the DoJ, they are going to try and spin it with legalese, legal drivel, legal smoke and mirrors. Judge Xinis is not going to wear it. I think it's going to go back up to the Supreme Court for a clarification, and I think Roberts is alone going to make that clarification, legal clarification. I don't think it's going to go to the full court. Okay, if I haven't already said it, entertainment only, watch this space. This is an important case. Okay, catch you shortly.